Greetings, everybody.
That's
Welcome
right.
to the
We're
Martial
good to
Arts
go.
History Museum. We are here at the final hour.
Yes.
We're trying to squeeze in 2 more interviews before we go. And we have Mansi Mehra, one of our wonderful comedians that performed earlier today. So welcome to the museum, Mansi.
Thank you.
You had a wonderful set today. I loved it.
Thank you so much. I think I learned more than, it was just not the set, it was just such a good experience. I met so many good people over here, to be very honest.
Oh, it was really fun.
Yes,
it was really
it was
fun.
great.
I really enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yes.
So tell me about first how you got into comedy. Well, how long you been doing it? When did you start? What inspired you? And that kind of stuff.
Well, I was doing radio for the longest time,
Uh-huh.
and when I came to LA, I came as an engineer. So I studied at USC, and slowly and gradually I started a radio show for it was an Indian radio show. So, and you could just download the app and you could listen anywhere in the world. From there, I started getting involved in film festivals. So I have been part of AFI, Newport Beach Film Festival, Indian Film Festival for the longest time. And then slowly and gradually I got into films, which is so different from comedy. But then I started dating a comic. And that's how comedy got into me.
Oh, really? So you went to the
Pun
shows and you
intended.
watched them and stuff like that, and
Yes.
you had to do it.
Yes.
Oh, very good. So what was it like the first time?
It was free, like I just froze. I was like, oh my god, I have to do this. It was hard. But I think I had a really good teacher, so I really learned it in the beginning, how to get over the stage fright and not really, it's not just about having the joke there. There's so much more that goes in comedy. This like you start from marketing to really understanding the audience, learning about what is a punchline, what is a set. There's whole structure to it. So I really had good teachers, I'd say, and that's how it started. Yeah.
So you were relating, I noticed in your comedy, a lot of your experiences from India here, which we love.
Yes.
I always wondered about that
The dot.
the dot. No one would ever tell me. It was like a secret. And all my Indian friends wouldn't tell me what it meant.
I think everybody really, the first time they see the dot, is like, what is on your face? Like right in the middle, there's a big dot. And a lot of people find it funny, weird, but that's symbolic of women being married. And I just felt like, what is it in America, which is like a ring, It really says a lot about the women. And obviously when you take it off, that's the whole point. People actually do that now it's very common. In India also it's very common that people don't put that red dot that often. Women don't put it. So I could see that being relative, and so I made it up.
So does it matter what kind of dot, what color dot?
So usually it is red, because red symbolizes marriage. So it is supposed to be red, but you get it in different patterns, in different colors, and different styles, and you have glitters with it. So they made very fancy. But on the other hand, nowadays people are mostly westernized, so they don't really wear it. Yeah.
So tell me when you first came out here, what's your weirdest experience in America out here?
I'll tell you how new I was in America. When I came in here, I didn't know what is an intersection. So I was told on a piece of paper that this is what an intersection is. And I was like, wow. And then the next thing I get to know is what's a jaywalk. And I said, oh my god, I need to try this on. So I would just try to step out and say, what if somebody catches me? What if somebody catches me? Yes, because I was so intrigued by these little things, like the rules everyone had. And I remember I came to USC, so they had these 4 lanes, Figueroa, it's Hoover, Vermont, and one more. And they're like, this was America for me for 2 years. And I didn't know how to drive. I didn't know how to even step out and figure out stuff. So I think that itself was very challenging for me.
Mm-hmm.
But the weirdest thing, if you ask me, they've been in my college days, yes, but it's really understanding different cultures. Like some things you would not understand, whether it's Chinese or Japanese or American. It's been a learning curve. Yeah.
What's been your most weirdest experience for American culture that you never understood and finally understand, or?
Not that I can think of anything on top of my head right now, but I definitely think some of these, like going to these comedy clubs, I would hear a lot of jokes which just bumps over my head, and I was like, I don't know what this really meant. So it's kind of awkward for me. Like I don't know what that was. But more than that, I don't remember on top of my head anything really weird. It has just been an experience right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we were talking earlier about different things that, like we were talking about weddings.
Yes.
I used to go to weddings, and we were talking about the men. If you ever been to an Indian wedding, you'll love it.
Yes.
You dance the whole night,
Yes.
and it's a lot of fun.
Till you get wasted, and the next morning you wake up and you're like, oh my god, what was that? And it's a festive thing. It goes for like 5 days, and it keeps going until you are out of your wealth that you've saved for past 20 years. So that's how it works, basically.
And then you were talking about arranged marriages. They still have them today.
They do,
Uh-huh.
and it's surprising that people who, it doesn't have anything to do with education, background, or people who studied here, worked here, it doesn't matter. People, if they believe in it, till date, if they are belonging to such a family, they would actually go and do an arranged marriage, even if they fall in love, even if they're in a relationship. It has happened that they would go back from America all the way to find a girl they've never met, they've never seen. The parents have met, they might have seen a picture and gone there and got married and brought her with them. Yeah. So
And the movies, I noticed the movies over the years have gotten so good. They call it Bollywood, but it's equal to so many of our movies today.
That is true.
They're wonderful. I was in a few of them with Khan. I think it was Khan.
Which Khan?
I don't know. I was a background
We
extra.
have like a line of Khans here.
Yeah, oh, do you?
Yes.
Okay, I was a background
We have
extra.
Shah
We had
Rukh
to
Khan,
dance.
we have Amir Khan, we have Salman Khan, and now we have some other Khans as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wow, so you've been in some, huh?
Yeah, I was an extra, and I would be dancing in the background.
That's
so.
more than enough. I've seen people be like just going crazy over them. That's
And
interesting.
who's the biggest star in India now?
I don't know if I think there's one big star. There've been a couple of them.
Uh-huh.
There was a fan following for Shah Rukh Khan, and I still think there still is for actually all the three Khans, Salman, and there are different types of people who like different kind of movies, and each one of them is a star in himself. But now we've had some new ones who've been really good with Bollywood, and how it's been growing over the period of time. Just how your movies have a lot of it's not just around songs and dances. It has a lot of good content. Now lately it has been like that. They've been focusing more on content, and some of them are giving some good messages. So there's been a lot of work lately in the movies going like that. Yeah, in Bollywood. Yeah.
And finally, what's your favorite thing about America out here that you really enjoy?
What's my favorite thing? I think the best part is diversity.
Uh-huh.
I think this is the best because you get experience not just America. It's a melting pot. You get to, and especially in LA, I'd say, because you get to meet. I've learned a lot about Japan over here. I've learned a lot about China over here. Of course, comedy that definitely helps me because it gives a perspective, and people bring in so many different flavors. But in general, I think I have not just from cuisines, from meeting people to learning their cultures, languages. There's so much more that one gets to experience, and I really mean experience, because when you meet people, you just not learn about their culture, but they have their own backstory, and from those backstories you get to know what's happening in Romania, what's happening in Africa, and what they've gone through. So it's just like that experience itself is very rich. So I'm really grateful.
Oh, wonderful. And what's your favorite American food?
Not American. American food is. What if I say? That's the tricky question. That's.
It has to be Taco Bell, of course.
No, the American.
Don't put her on the
version.
spot like that.
When it comes to food, I actually like Korean more.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
okay.
Yeah, okay, there you go. There you go.
Don't you think so? Isn't it? Yeah, it's just delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just hope my mom doesn't hear this. What all meats do I eat? I don't want to tell her.
And 50,000 fans are listening.
Oh no! Do not tell this to my mom. But I know, I'm pretty sure she knows it. She's like, as long as you don't starve, you can eat, and as long as you don't kill humans, you can eat. But yes, I do like Korean food more than I don't know. American is like, yeah, what do you have? Leaves? What? I don't know what it is.
In-N-Out burger, something like that.
Yeah. No, I do like In-N-Out. I do like In-N-Out. Yes. Yeah, but not still. I think Korean is the best.
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going out for dinner after this.
Yes. Yes.
Any last words, Mansi, you want to?
Any last words? I just think I want to thank everyone, each one of you. Just thank you so much for, it just feels like you all have come in my life from different angles, I feel. And I mean it in every way because I did not expect this, to be honest. When I came in here, I was like, okay, I was first of all just looking at things and I was like, oh my god, everybody knows martial arts, so I better be careful. And I did meet people who were intimidating. But to be honest, I really had a good time. So thank you very much.
So if someone wanted to follow you, where you're doing comedy comedy, where would they look?
So my Facebook is Mansi Mehra. It's MANSIMEHRA, and I also go by Machhar, which was the name given to me during my undergrad, and that means mosquito. So I bite and spread malaria.
Did you say mud tar?
Machhar.
Oh, mudchar?
Yeah, it's a Hindi word for mosquito.
Well, I thought you said mud tar. I mean,
Not Machhar. Not Machhar. And you can also find me on Instagram, Machhar again, MACHACHAR. So, yes.